All right, I got a question, bone to pick, put somebody on the spot to start off today with. John, I need you to explain yourself, or rather, let me give you the opportunity to maybe find some allies in your position out there, because I'm sure there are some other people who are insane like you. Explain to me why you don't like to laugh and that you don't like comedy.
Because I am a sourpuss with the personality of a rock, and that I hate everyone and everything, and I'm just the biggest curmudgeon ever.
Well, I didn't expect that.
I don't think that's true.
But that's the answer you wanted to hear. Is that correct?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I'm as sarcastic as I'm being. I'm actually giving you an opportunity here to find some allyship out there, the listeners, because we don't understand it. You know?
Okay, all right. So to put it in a nutshell, as difficult as that may be for me. I just happen to not watch a lot. I mean, like, I've watched comedies in my
dislike comedy television.
Go ahead.
You actively dislike comedy television. Those are the words that have come out of your mouth.
It just so happens that I do. I'm not actively going frothing at the mouth. That fucking comedy, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't like it. I hate it. I have such a disdain for it. No, it's just that I don't laugh at it. That's the thing. Like, most of SNL don't care about it. You know? We literally had a 20-minute discussion about why I don't like the Arrested Development. And so here's where the pitchforks and torches come in. Mm-hmm. And I went ahead and said it because you had the grace to not say it, Adam. But to me, it's. I mean, it just feels a little mid. I don't want to reduce it down to because that's just not constructive to the conversation. But what I have seen, I'm just not really interested in. And
is there any comedy that you do enjoy?
So comedy shows?
Well, just in general, comedy media.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's comedy movies that I've really
so you
enjoyed.
like comedy movies?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, like what? You got an example of your favorite comedy movie?
So let's see, the Heat with Melissa McCarthy and Sharon Stone. That one's great.
I'm so confused right now.
Let's see. Trying to remember another one. Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
Oh, okay, that's solid.
Yeah, Tucker
is
good.
That's really good.
What was wrong with the first choice? What the hell?
I mean, nothing. The Heat is funny, but it's also very, very TV funny.
It is. Look, I understand that, but it's definitely a swing and a miss a lot more often with TV.
Is it because it's ongoing? Whereas the movie is you can sit through it and after an hour and a half you're done.
Yeah.
Whereas
a series
you have to.
Yeah. I mean, and we were talking about for example, just bringing back Arrested Development, for example. It's everybody has to say oh, well, it's a witty comedy because it builds up on itself and constantly references back to previous episodes and whatnot. And what you're telling me here is that I need to watch 22 hours of the first season for it to be funny.
Well, they're half-hour episodes.
There's not 22 hours.
There's 22 seasons. I mean, I'm sorry.
No,
there's 22 episodes in the first season. Aren't they an hour long?
No.
Or 40 minutes?
No, they're 20 minutes.
They're 20 minutes?
22 minutes each.
When did they ever change the time format to where they're longer than 20 minutes?
Seasons 4 and 5, when Netflix picked it up, which is, I would say you're perfectly fine not watching those because the original run was 3 seasons. That's when some episodes were the hour-long block, 45, 48 minutes, whatever.
Okay, all right, and maybe that's where I'm getting it mixed up with, because, and to your point, Adam, there has been times where it's I will put a block ahead of me just because of the fact that I have been exposed to enough comedy that hasn't made me laugh. That yes, I will go ahead and. Not dismiss, but I just won't. I just don't have it on my radar, so I just won't catch on to it. You know what I'm saying?
So I am in the same camp with you with regards to specifically romantic comedies. There are probably maybe 5 romantic comedies, be it shows or movies that I have seen that I actually enjoyed. Most of them, like, they are very cringe for me, and I don't find that enjoyable at all. And so I feel you in that aspect, but like most of the time, like, comedy is like what I'm drawn to. So, but I don't like to deal with like heavy stuff, so like that's why.
See, I like the heavy shit. You know, that's what I'm drawn to, is like all.
But I like both. Like, it's not an either or situation.
No, it's not.
You know?
It's not. And you know, I'm not saying that it is. You know, I mean, there's both sides of theater that everybody is welcome to enjoy. And I just happen to find myself.
Thank you for that.
For sure.
Yeah,
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
will
for
allow you
permission,
to.
John.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Yeah.
Look,
I will allow you to.
A couple of
What?
points. One, you're like, I feel like you're intentionally mischaracterizing like a show like Arrested Development, where it's not, nobody's saying watch the entire first season and then as soon as it's done you'll be like, aha, all of the funny arrived. You know, like, the show is funny as it goes on. Like, each episode is funny, but there's little payoffs throughout the season where it's like, oh, that's a reference from several episodes, and those are like particularly nice little payoffs, but that's not the only bit of it that's funny. But if you've just watched like clips of it out of context, you don't, like, you might find the thing that's happening funny, but you don't have the context around it that provides that build-up, and that build-up doesn't require 22 episodes. Watch 2 or 3 in a row, and like you get in a groove with it, and it's like, okay, this is funny, and I see that they build.
I think one of the differences, like, I think where I get hung up, John, is that you group all comedy shows in one big group.
Again,
And-
you just make an assumption
because you
there.
you just said that I've watched enough comedy shows to know that I don't like comedy.
I
So
did
that's
not
a pretty
say
big-
that I've
that's
watched enough
literally the
comedy
words.
shows to say I don't like comedy. You know, I mean,
Can we roll back the tape? Did he say those words or not? Those are words that he said, right? I'm not.
I
I'm not
guess-
crazy.
I guess
actually
there's a
roll
little
it
bit
back,
more
we're
nuance
recording.
to the script.
There's a lot more nuance to that. So, like, something like Big Bang Theory is not the same type of show as Arrested Development. All right, Big Bang Theory. It's intended that you watch one episode and whatever happened in that episode resolves, and that's it. And you can watch one episode from this season and watch one episode from season 6 or whatever, and they're all like self-contained little formulaic canned bullshit.
For what it's worth, Big Bang Theory fucking sucks.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's-
thought we
it's
were
a-
going to have a fight
It's,
here.
it's
but
an
no, yeah.
atrocious show.
yeah, just to
Yeah.
clarify, nobody here, including myself, doesn't like Big Bang Theory.
But Arrested Development is a good show because it develops his characters while also being funny. Like, it is well written on a level that transcends a sitcom formula.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
honestly think calling it a sitcom is unfairly categorizing it.
I would not call it a sitcom. I would just call it a comedy show. It's not. It's a situational comedy is a very specific type of show that that is not the same as Arrested Development or even shows like The Office and Parks and Rec. I wouldn't call those sitcoms either.
No.
Sitcoms are usually on a, like Friends, Seinfeld. Those are sitcoms because they have the same set and it's like one camera.
and they're just getting into situations that are comedic,
Yeah,
right?
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's why,
Like Jerry
Right.
scratching the side of his nose, and pretty girl thinks that he was like knuckle deep up in there.
right.
What do y'all think? Have you seen the show The Good Place?
Yes,
I love The Good Place.
No, I haven't.
love
Is it a
so
comedy?
much.
Then no, I haven't seen it.
So
But
it
I
is-
know I hate it already.
I already hate it.
I really like
Terrible
the-
place is what I call it.
I really liked the first season and maybe the second. It kind of went a little bit far towards the end.
I think what my issue was, like, around the third season, maybe somewhere in there, I feel like they cushioned some stuff. I felt like it was an anime, like it was like a Dragon Ball Z situation where like they
now
went
John
on
will
this whole
watch it.
tangent that was fully unnecessary.
Don't put me in that box.
Because like I felt like it was such a great premise, and I still think that it's a great premise. There was just some choices that I were like, all right, I don't know why we're doing this. This seems redundant. Like, can we just get to the good part,
Probably because they're contractually obligated to have
Yeah,
X number of
that's
fair
episodes.
enough.
That's part of being on network TV, right? They were NBC, so they had a certain amount of episodes they had to do. But they did make the decision to hard stop when their story was over, which is something I appreciate. And I really thought that, there was maybe a fluff episode here and there, but overall, I really thought that the whole series is one of the better shows.
It's one of the best, especially recent ones, like last 10 years or so.
I just feel like if we
y'all better put some respect on my boy Doug Forset's name, dude. He got it 92% right, man.
Oh,
What?
Doug, yeah,
Doug.
okay, yeah.
Don't know who this is.
But what good did that do?
place.
Gotcha.
It's in the good place, in the fiction of the good place, John. This fucking stoner from like Calgary or something in the 70s just got blitzed and then guessed it 92% right. So
92% right on how to get to heaven,
On how to get to heaven.
what the afterlife it is, right?
The whole process of it.
Yeah, and so like in the offices of the higher ups in the afterlife, they've got Doug Forset's fucking portrait hanging on the wall, and he's like looks like this goofy fucking stoner. It's just great.
That just sounds like some Douglas Adams shit, right there. That's not
The whole show is very Douglas Adams.
Yeah.
The whole show is very
Which
Douglas.
is why I appreciate it on the whole. Like,
It's like if Douglas Adams wrote about the afterlife as opposed to space. It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Afterlife.
Yeah.
And I think that's a pretty fair comparison. But you don't like comedy, so you'd hate it.
Nah, fuck that place.
I will say, like, I'm not fully in the camp with John, but I have a tough time getting into comedy shows as well. Not because I don't like them. There's lots that I do like. Good Omens is another recent one that I really liked.
Oh, that's great too. Yeah,
that's enjoyable.
But I have a tough time getting into them because, like, I'm a very social person, and for me, like, comedies are meant to be watched with people. So, like, living by myself, like, I don't want to sit here and watch a comedy like alone because it doesn't hit the same. You're
just laughing at yourself.
See, I'm very opposite on that. That's so interesting to me. I would, if it's just me by myself, 100% I'm watching something comedy. I'm watching something to laugh because, like, I need emotional support if I'm going to be watching something heavy.
If it's heavy, I need somebody to experience my pain.
Yeah. So
fear.
we can talk through it.
I love
suspense.
like heavy, dark stuff, but I want to sit here by myself and cry and nobody see it. Like,
thank you. Pop preach, brother. Seriously.
But I mean, like, I like comedies, but I have a similar struggle getting into them, especially when, like, one's really popular and everybody's talking about it. And I'm like, I just have an aversion to, like, starting them when I'm by myself.
Well, I just find it interesting because, recent episodes aside, I would consider us a comedic show. And we all share a very similar sense of humor, so it's just something that's always confused me. But hey, listeners, sound off. John, maybe you have a whole group out there that is equally dismissive.
I don't feel like you have to be pressured by anybody. If you don't like comedies, just sound off in the Discord. I mean, it's all right. It's absolutely all right. Nobody's going to hate you. You're going to have somebody else on your side here. It's going to be solidarity. I'm just telling you, okay?
Well, let's get into the hilarious bits of saving the entire universe. We're back in APA. We last left the APA a man down, but a full armada behind them as there was bringing the fight to the Ark Prime. And this is like, this is the big epic starship through multiple starships fighting and lasers and dogfights and all sorts of stuff happening. So there's going to be a lot going on in this starship combat. I'm going to go ahead and play some music just to set a mood here. Okay. And I'll get it to be a little bit more action when we get going.
It's going to be Benny here.
Yeah, exactly. Something completely juxtaposing.
So we've got the whole armada taking the fight to the Ark Prime, and as such, there's going to be an extra phase in the starship combat, and that is going to be the fleet phase. I have to make a correction. I told you you had 28 fleets. That is incorrect.
We have 38.
You
408.
have 24.
Shit.
No.
Yeah. Which is still a pretty good amount of fleets. But you have 24. So what we're going to be doing here is in the fleet phase, which is at the start of every round of Starship Combat, there are 3 different areas of engagement. There's station defense, which is, defending the Absalom station. There's the thick of the battle. And then there's the Ark Prime shields. All right? You will need to definitely take down the shields to get onto the surface of the Ark Prime. But you also want to make sure that the station stays defended, and then you'll want some help in the thick of the battle where you guys are. So at the beginning of the fleet phase, everybody's going to make 3 rolls. Or not everybody. You as a group are going to make 3 rolls. 1 roll for each of the areas of engagement. One PC can roll either an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check. One can roll for all 3 of them. 3 different PCs can roll for the 3 different areas, but there's 1 roll per area of engagement at the start of each phase. And whoever's rolling can choose to either use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma to roll the check. You will also add the amount of fleets that you have assigned to each area of engagement to this roll. So at the start of each phase, you can allocate your 24 fleets in any way you want to the 3 different areas of engagement. All right, so let's say you just split it down the middle. You've got 24. You could add 8 fleets to each area of engagement. To station defense, thick of the battle, Ark Prime, shields. And then, once those have been allocated, we'll say that Zach will roll a wisdom check for Oren with a +8 plus his wisdom bonus to hit that DC. And charisma can be rolled by the captain, and intelligence can be rolled by Fel. Right? Or you can do it in any way that you want. But when you do that, if you exceed the DC by 5 or more, if you hit the DC, you'll get 1 point added to that area of engagement. Each area engagement starts at 5. If it ever goes down to 1, it's severe disaster, and that area of engagement is done, and you've lost, and bad things happen. If it ever gets up to 10, you've secured that area of engagement, and you get bonuses, and good things happen. So it starts at 5, right in the middle. And if you succeed at these intelligence, wisdom, or charisma checks, you will get to add 1 to the status of the area of engagement. If you beat it by 5 or more, you get to add 2. Okay? If the check fails by 4 or less, there is no change. If the check fails by 5 or more, there is a critical failure effect that will happen for that area of engagement. But your failing does not reduce the status. The status gets reduced by the Ark Prime's turn, who rolls a d6 3 times to ping one of these areas. All right, and it'll make sense as we get into it. But it's important to understand that you have to consider the fleet as well.
So I have a question real quick.
Sure.
If we do manage to get one of those sections or sectors or whatever to a 10, do we no longer have to worry about it? Is it locked at that 10, or can it go back down?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. It gets locked at 10 or 1. So
Gotcha.
if it gets at 1, it's failed, and there's nothing you can do about it. If it's at 10, you've secured it, and you don't have to do anything. You do have to have at least 1 fleet in each area. Okay? Just to maintain the presence. So even if you succeed, you have to keep 1 fleet there, but you don't have to roll on it or anything. You just 1 fleet is holding it. If you fail, well, you don't have to keep a fleet there because it's already gone. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So, I think the easiest way to get into this is to just get started. And as you remember, there was this big speech by Lynn Camulin, pumped you guys all up. Ettram is on the ship. Heath will be playing Ettram in the gunner position. And so let's get started with our first round of Starship Combat, the final Starship Combat of the APA. It's a big one. We're gonna start with the fleet combat, or the fleet stage. So, as I said, you have 24 fleets that you can allocate out to the 3 different areas. Where would you like to put them?
Just do 8.
Yeah,
Just
8 on
make
each.
it easy.
Even split.
8 on each. All right, sounds great. Now, let's start with station defense. Who would like to roll an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check on the station defense track?
I will
I
not
can
be
roll
rolling any
intelligence.
of these.
Right. I'm sorry, what was that, Josh?
I could roll an intelligence unless there's...
Okay.
So the question I have is, like, you could roll any of those 3 for any of the sectors?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Can you repeat the sectors one more time?
Station defense, the thick of battle, and Ark Prime shields.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do an intelligence check on station defense. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll an intelligence, and then add 8 to your total.
All right. It's an 11 on the die for 17 plus 8 would
Okay.
be 25.
25. Okay. So that beats the DC exactly by 5.
Nice.
Which will put the station defense at 7. All right, and so that takes it from being in a toss-up to near victory. So as you guys are seeing, like on your readouts on your ship, you see that some of the ships are going to, like, hovering around the Absalom station, and they just like take out a whole wave of drones. Now there's still more drones coming to, but they take out a whole wave. Let's talk about the thick of the battle. Who wants to roll for that?
I'll roll. Or
Okay.
I'll roll wisdom, obviously. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a success. Let me get you that total. Let's see. 34.
34. That is a double success there. So you move the station. I'm sorry, you're doing
Thick of the battle.
thick of the battle, which makes sense as the pilot. I like it. So that's going to take it up to 7. And so as you guys are cutting through to get into the fighting area, a couple of the Armada fleets flank you and like carve a path for you guys to get through. So you have these wingmen that are kind of help protecting your flanks. And let's talk about the third one here, which is the Ark Prime shields.
I'll take that one.
All right.
For charisma. Ugh. Rolled kind of garbage. 23.
23. All right. That is a success, but not a double success.
Hang on, is your ability modifier on there, or the plus 8
Yeah.
from the ships?
Oh, no, you got to add another 8 from
Oh,
the fleet.
sorry.
So that'll take it to a 31.
Just kidding. 31. Haha.
All right, great.
Got
So
him.
that takes it up to a 7 as well.
Yay.
So great work there, guys. Now, the Ark Prime has its turn during the fleet phase, and it is going to fire on each. Well, so I roll a d6 to determine which ones get hit, and they just hit, right? And so they'll take a 1 away from each time I hit. So I'm going to roll a d6 here. All right, that is a 4. So the thick of the battle gets hit and is going to be reduced to 6. Roll again. That's a 2. Station defense gets hit with a blast, reduced to 6. And the thick of the battle gets reduced back down to 5.
Rude.
So that's the whole turn of the Prime. All right, so you guys see how the fleet phase works.
Okay.
So you guys try to build it up. I'm going to get 3 points off every round. Just a random kind of roll the die to see which ones of those get hit. Now we start our actual starship combat phase with the engineering phase, what would you guys like to do in the Epic Tracer?
Is there a map for this?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
It's like we don't know what we want to do. Man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what we're up against.
So you guys cut through, and you got some help from the Armada, but like they also got pulled away and distracted by the end of it. So that brings you into this thing. So about 15 hexes away from you, you see a little arc of Civ interceptors in front of you. These are the ships. This is what they look like.
Super cool.
Basic.
Yeah, they are kind of basic, but
But they still look cool.
they're pretty intimidating
Don't
nonetheless.
say the enemy ships are cool.
I love the immediate divergence. It's super cool. Fucking basic.
It's all a mind game, you know? Gotta tell them
For the
they're
listener,
basic.
just know they're either super cool or very basic.
The quantum ray makes it difficult to pin down, you know?
Yeah, it's like flashing back and forth.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that.
All right, so engineering phase, what we got here?
I think I'm going to.
Oh, and there's a few extra. I'm sorry, just wanted to throw this out. There is a couple extra actions, starship actions. A captain can encourage allies. If you succeed at the diplomacy check, the Ark Prime will only roll twice during the fleet phase instead of 3 times. You can choose as gunners to attack the shields, and if you get a total of 50 damage done to the shields within a round, you get to add another 1 point to the status of the Ark Prime shield's area of engagement. You can you can scry or scan the Ark Prime. They effectively do the same thing. One is just done with a mysticism check, and one is done with a computers check. If you succeed, the PCs can re-roll any roll during the fleet phase.
Like in the upcoming fleet phase?
Right, but
Okay.
you can't stack those.
So we can only do one of those
Yes.
4 actions per turn.
No, what I'm saying is you can't stack the re-rolls. So
Oh, okay.
if you scry or scan, do one or the other. Don't do both.
I gotcha.
All right. So engineering phase fell. What you got?
Fell is going to. Let's use overpower. It costs an RP, but it's a DC 15 plus 1.5 times, so looking to hit a 42. But it's an engineering check to both multiple ship systems. On a success, it functions as divert for up to 3 systems. So I can
Nice.
do, realistically for this, it'd be engines and guns, and plus 2 bonus to science officer. But let's see if it works first. Ooh, that's a nat 20 for a 50 on my computer.
Okay, so there's
Or
actually going to be a
engineering,
critical
sorry.
effect, I believe, there. What is it that you just did?
Overpower.
Overpower. So with a critical success, choose one of the 3 systems to which you diverted extra power. One of those systems also receives the critical effect benefit of the divert action. And so I assume you're going to put it to the weapons?
Yeah, I was going to do the crit to the weapons.
Okay. So your weapons treat each damage die roll that results in a 1 this round as having rolled the die's maximum result instead. So
Oh,
instead
wow.
of going from 1 to 2, it goes 1 to maximum.
Okay, so like doubles the chances of getting max damage on a die.
Yes.
That's cool.
Totally. And of course, you succeed in overpowering the other systems as
Yep.
well.
So we got plus 2 extra speed, Zach, for moving, and then plus
That
2
makes it
bonus.
13, right?
Yes, and then plus 2 bonus to science officer actions.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right.
Helm phase initiative.
Helm phase. I'm sorry. Go
Sorry.
ahead, Cap.
Captain's going to act just before, and it's going to look over to Etram, and it's going to say, Etram, you joined us right when we needed you. Now, do it some more. We need you. You've got this. And it's going to encourage, and it's an automatic. It's just DC 15 diplomacy check. So that, boom, plus 2.
To Etram's gunner check.
Correct.
Love it. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about that initiative.
Helm phase initiative.
Yeah.
44. Do they all have to roll a helm phase initiative, or is it one for?
That's what I was just wondering. I'm not really sure, to be honest. What do you guys think? What do you think is more fair?
I think it's easier for you to do all of them, but I think the right way to do it is they all do it separately.
Because then you could end up with a situation where, we're moving at different times, and that's, I think, fairer.
Yeah, if we can single out one that maybe got a worse initiative.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it then. In that case, I want to put all this into the tracker.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right, so go ahead and roll from the tracker. All right, looks like Oren beat out every single one on this, which is pretty.
Even the one that nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the one that nat 20. So these are just like your kind of front range fighters here. They're just little interceptors. So the first one is going to. They got some movement though. No doubt about that. So we're going to go 1, 2, like that. Then turn. I think we'll just go like that.
5 hexes space southwest.
Yep.
8 hexes space west.
Yes. So they do a little backwards L movement to close in the gap between them and the Epic Tracer. The next one is going to move 9 hexes directly towards the Epic Tracer, and that will be it.
Which is space west.
Space west. The northern space northern interceptor is going to move 4 hexes, going to turn, move another 3 hexes, turn again, back towards the Epic Tracer, and move 10 hexes, and then turn. Then, well, not 10, like we're a total of 10 here, and then move so the forward arc is pointing right at the Epic Tracer.
Position space northwest.
Really mixed it up that time with space west, space northwest, back to space west.
Yeah, all right, so I'm just going to move 6 hexes. Sorry, 7 hexes directly towards the Tracer, and that will be the end of the movement stage of the helm. We do have Science Officer, if anybody wants to do anything, but we also have the piloting move from Oren.
You want to move before Science Officer?
If you want to go.
All right.
You got something you're trying to do?
I mean, I'm just, basically, Kuiper is going to try to at least scan one of these super cool but yet super basic ships. Because, they all look the same, so they should have the same complement, the same crew and armament, so why not? So, let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
You're doing a scan of... You're choosing to scan the interceptors, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'll roll it for you just for now.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So you got a 45. The DC to beat was 5 plus 1.5. So I think you got it.
Yeah.
I'll just give you the rundown.
everything.
Yeah. I'll give you the important stuff. All right.
Thank
It's
you.
a tier 10 ship. So these are not huge threats individually. Maybe as a group they could pose a problem, but they're pretty easy to hurt. They have 50 shields in each arc. So a total of 200 shields, but 50 in each. 40 hull points. They have a speed of 12 with a turn of 0. They are automated, so there is no actual crew aboard. They're all like drone, AI.
All right.
Automated, which means that they do not have any engineering abilities. So they pilot, gunner, and science officer is what they can do. The weapons they have are light plasma cannons and a light plasma torpedo launcher. The light plasma cannons, both of them are in the forward arc, and the torpedo launcher is in the turret.
Okay. Thank you.
I think that's all that's really... the plasma cannons are linked for what it's worth, so they will be firing doubles there. I think that's all that you need to know that's important.
Thank you.
Yep. And that will be your turn there in the helm phase. All right, Zach, what would you like Orin to do?
All right, here's the situation. With our current speed, which is 13, it's impossible to get behind these dudes and actually turn around all the way. It just can't be done. I've tried to figure out every way to do it. You're going to end up with the Tracer facing an unideal way to put everybody in your forward arc. So what do y'all want to do, man? Because there's just no way, there's just no way for me to get you an ideal firing position. What would you prefer? What arcs do you want? Because we could just stay right here and shoot everything,
That's what I was going to say. We can stand and bang, bro.
So here's the fun thing with the way that the Tracer's set up, though. There really is no optimal direction. We can be pointing anywhere and hit them with most things. It's just the missiles are on the front. So
Front's going to have the biggest damage, right?
Yeah. But not by much.
Not by
right.
much, right?
I think for now, what I would like to do is do evasive maneuvers.
Okay.
In order to get an increase to AC and TL. But basically just stand in place.
Okay.
Because you can do that. You can just move up to your speed, it says. So
great.
Easy enough. Here's the piloting check. I will use a computer on that for an additional +1.
So the computers are down to 2 uses of the computer, and they're +7s. So you might want to save those for the gunners.
Oh,
yeah, part of the ship
changed,
upgrade,
didn't it?
Yeah,
that changed.
So past a certain threshold, I think it's at like a Mark 4 or Mark 5, you can only get 2 uses. Like they could only go down to duo nodes. You can't get tri-nodes at that high of a value. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have.
Because each one is so individually valuable.
Well, I got very fortunate. Basically, I need to roll on any DC 15 plus 1.5 times Starship tier check.
42.
I have to roll 10 in order because I have a +32 bonus. So I've got to roll 10. I rolled an 11. So with a 43, that is a successful evasive maneuver, and we gain a +2 bonus to our AC and TL and all of our arcs for the turn.
I did forget to tell you the AC and TL of the drones. You do get to know that they are 30 is the AC and the TL is 29. So it should be pretty easy to hit. But yes, you successfully evade, so you basically just kind of shield up.
I'm just juking, just doing tiny little
thruster movements.
Yeah.
Just to throw them off.
Keep you on your toes.
You're Allen Iverson in the cockpit right now.
Erratic movement, as it were.
Muhammad Ali.
I like it.
All right, gunnery. Here we go. So, I think I will let the Epic Tracer go first because I have quite a lot of shots.
Yeah, so the sides are short, the forward and the turret are long. There's no mediums. Okay.
Noted.
And so Etram turns to Madame Ziva and says, Captain, would you prefer that I attack the drones or target the shields and try to do better lock down the shields for later? Because we can attack the shield to add another point instead of doing that, right?
Yeah, you have to do 50. You have to do 50 points of damage. So if you do choose to attack the shield, I think that would have to be a concerted effort from both gunners to get that 50-point threshold.
And currently it's just me on guns.
Right, correct.
Right,
correct.
Okay, so then I'll just take out or target some of the ships.
Okay. So which one are you going to target?
The nearest one, the middle.
The middle one. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And I assume with the forward arc.
I actually want to use the turret because I want to save the forward for if we do try to attack the shields to do more damage.
Do you have limited ammo?
On the forward arc, I do.
Okay. All right.
On the turret, I do not.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get some masers action.
All right. With the
remember, you do have the +2
and a computer bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. The +2 is Captain's Encouragement?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Natural 20. Let's go, baby.
Nice, dude.
I'm coming in hot.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, if you do get through the shields with this damage and into the hull points, you will do a critical damage effect and you can roll a 100 to potentially do a second one. So let's see. We'll hold off on the damage. We'll do all that here at the end.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack with these drones. We're going to start with the Space North one. And we're going to fire with these linked plasma cannons. That is a 38 against your AC. It's not going to get it, right?
I'm looking.
Keep in mind that evasion has into play, so it's bumped up by 2.
Where is that on this sheet?
Our AC is
Under details.
40.
So then that's going to miss with the first one. The second one that's closest to you is also going to attack here with another 38. That's a miss.
Nice.
The third one. Oh, now we're going to get it with a 43. And then the one that's to the south of you has to attack with the turret. So this is going to be against your TL. And that is a 27 against TL, so that will fail. So only one of these hits. So let's get to the damage here. All right, so that is 15 points of damage from the one interceptor that got you on your forward arc. Talk to me about the damage that Etrim did.
All right, 69. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Ziva could not be more proud of you.
Yeah. Andrew turns and says, "This truly is a remarkable ship, Captain."
No, you're remarkable.
You fill that seat well, hombre.
It's my dummy thick ass.
There's all sorts of things that happen here. First of all, you get a critical threshold, or you get a critical damage because you got a natural 20. You also got through the threshold twice, so that's going to be three
criticals?
critical effects.
Yeah.
And you can roll a D100 to potentially get an extra one if you get 20 or below.
Oh, that's fine.
All
91.
right, so now roll me 3 separate D100 checks, please, for the critical damage that we're doing on this interceptor.
Okay, 3 D100s. Here's the first one. 1. Wow. A 1?
All right, let me look at the chart here.
Surely that's something great, right?
Well, it's life support, which is going to be kind of pointless since there's no captain.
Yeah.
I'm just astounded I rolled a 1 on a 1D100. That's crazy.
All right, let's keep it going.
All right. And 100.
Wow.
And a
Damn,
100.
dude.
Dude, I'm just rolling on
Peaks
Foundry.
and valleys
Dude. Like,
here, man.
Swinging all over the place,
Oh
man.
my god.
bro, they all 4 die.
Yes.
That is the power core.
It's the quantum, man. Everything's
That's
in
what
flux.
it is.
All right, and give me one more.
Quantum fluctuations.
59. I thought it was going to be exactly a 50, and I was like, all right, this is rigged.
Here we go. This is good. This is the weapons array. So roll me a D4.
D4? Okay. I'm going to use my... I don't get many more chances. I'm going to use my titanium mic D4. That's a 1.
One, so their forward arc is glitching.
Nice. There we go.
Huge,
Massive
huge
turn
play
by
there.
Etrim.
Yeah, Etrim really came in, like, got half of the HP
He's
of that.
inspired
the whole
by
points.
being
Yeah.
allowed to be in titanium mic's seat.
All right, did you take damage off the tracer, Josh?
I did.
All right, great. That is the end of round 1. Let's go to round 2. All right, so we're at the fleet phase. Do you guys want to keep 8? Yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
the Armada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah.
8
that thing.
Armadas.
All right.
Eight
I just heard
Armadas,
you, like,
eight Armadas.
It sounded like you were stuttering, saying 8, 8, 8.
Did you think it was glitching?
Yeah.
For the sake of speed, let's have the same people roll the same checks on the same areas of engagement. So we'll start with Josh, with Fell doing an intelligence check on the station defense.
All right. I think that's going to succeed, but not +5.
What you got?
It is a 38 plus, or sorry, yeah, 38 plus 8.
Well, the DC is 20, so that definitely
I'm
succeeds.
sorry. No, intelligence is not a skill. It's just So it's an 8 plus 6 plus 8, so it's 20.
Right at 20.
It's a drastic difference. Yeah, I know.
8 plus 6 is 22.
22. Sorry.
All right, that is a success, but a singular success. All right, so that puts the defense up to 7 right now from 6. All right, think of the battle, pilot.
Yep.
Let's get your wisdom.
Okay. Not ideal. 24.
24, and that's with the plus 8?
Yes.
All right, 24, just shy of beating it by 5, but it is a success nonetheless, getting you up to 6 there on the thick of the battle. All right, and the shields, Emily. So you're rolling just a flat charisma check here. Don't forget to add plus 8 to whatever you roll.
All right, 32.
All right, that puts the shields at 9 right now.
What?
Now, the ship has to, the Ark Prime has to go here, so we'll see what happens with that. But you're almost punctured through the shields, like doing good here. All right, so the first one hits the station defense, taking it back down to 6. All right, the second one hits the shields, taking it down to 8. And another hit on the shields. So the shields are back down to 7. So we're looking at station defense 6, the thick of battle 6, and Ark Prime shield 7 for our fleet phase. Now we go to the engineering phase. Let's go. Are you going to change roles here, John?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to go to gunner. Correct? All right, let me put you in the gunner. All right. So let's talk about the engineering phase. Josh, what would you like to do? You know what?
What?
We need to check something real quick on that damage to see if any of those were ones.
I checked
None of
and they
them
were
were.
not.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right.
Yeah, I was excited about that critical effect on the overpower, but I'm going to let's divert power to guns.
Diverting power to guns. All right.
Yeah. So I need a 37. That is a pass with a 40.
40. All right. So this is the one where ones go to twos, right?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. I cannot do anything with the engineering phase, so we're going to move to the next phase, which is our piloting check for the helm phase.
Helm phase initiative.
Yes, here we go.
I'm just going to roll it on here.
Okay, once again, Epic Tracer outmaneuvering these weak tier 10 ships. So, yeah, the drones have to go first again. So we're going to start with the northernmost one. And I think what we're going to try to do is a little flyby action. That's what we're going to try to do. Well, that's a natural 20.
Oh, nice. I mean, nice for you, not for
I don't
us.
think I like very much getting all the fanfare when you roll that.
When you do it, yeah.
I don't really think that
Can
I
you
like
switch
that
that
feature.
to where
Yeah.
yours does the like screeching tires and
Yeah.
crap?
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so with the flyby, let me just make sure I can do this. It moves as normal, move through one hex, so I can certainly get through your ship and get
Space
to right
southwest,
here.
straight through us.
Shunk, shunk, shunk. Yep, straight through the Epic Tracer's thing with a critical effect, critical success. I'm going to gain a +2 shot to this gunnery check from the flyby. All right, the next interceptor is going to move to the space west and then turn to face the Epic Tracer with the forward arc. The next interceptor is going to attempt a flyby. Let's see how that goes. That is a 33, so it is a success, but not a critical success. So going pretty westerly right through, and then is going to turn.
A 30 on a flyby?
Yep.
It's a DC 42.
Yeah, against the tier of my ship. Oh no, against your ship. I don't know why it's saying
It's
30. So yeah,
probably
that would be a
assuming
fail.
equal
In
to
fact,
its level.
yeah, right. Okay, so if fail, it moves as described above.
Yeah,
So
boy.
you guys are going to get a free attack.
Let's go.
On
With
this
the turret, I'm
ship.
assuming.
You will be with anything that you want. It basically gives you the extra attack.
It's not an extra attack. It's just that it counts as...
provoked attack. The provoked attack. The movement provokes a free attack from the starship as normal.
Okay.
And it won't
Correct.
take away. If he shoots with a turret, when it comes up his turn to fire, he can still fire with a turret.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
No, well, you can't fire the same arc twice in a round.
Okay, that's what I was.
But you could fire. One person can fire for this free attack, and one person could fire. That same person can fire normally on their gunnery check, but cannot use the same arc.
Gotcha.
So you'll want to use an arc that would otherwise be unavailable to you for your free
Okay.
attack.
Well, that requires a little strategery. I can use the
Well, you won't decide until after movement is done. Right, so like you will want to see where your ship is placed first before making that
Very good
decision.
point.
Because
We haven't moved yet.
Orange still hasn't piloted.
Oh, I
and
thought I
moved.
had to take the attack now. That's what I was saying.
No, all gunnery checks happen
Oh,
in the
okay.
same.
Yeah, well,
at the
that's
same time.
the strategery I was talking about.
Right, I know. That's why I interrupted you. All right, so this one that you guys have, fucked up, is now. We're gonna try a flyby again from the southern one here. Through. Hopefully, I don't fail this.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I hope you do, Adam.
I probably will. All right. That is a 33, so that is a fail.
Wah, wah.
Okay. So you're going to get a couple free attacks here. Epic Tracer does get to move now.
Okay, we'll try to evade. Just keep it rolling. God, okay. Oh my fucking God. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I've got a feature that it's called Certainty. It is from my themeless feat. So, wait, no, it's not Certainty. What is it? Hang on. Extensive studies. I have extensive studies in piloting. So, I can re-roll before I learn the result of a piloting check once a day. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I rolled a natural 5 on this.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me the result. I'm re-rolling.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, we'll take that. That's a 14, which is a success. I mean,
Right.
I just know that
Sure.
I need to roll a 10. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so plus 2 to AC and TL. Did we divert power? Or are we at 11 or are we at 13 on movement speed?
You're at 11.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, I got to put 1 in our aft, man. There's just no way.
We can't. I
It's
mean,
all
we
good.
can't target all of them anyways.
Well, and spread
Right.
the damage around too if they do get a hit on us.
True.
All right. So
Epic
Epic
Orange
Tracer is moved.
he just basically does a wide arc, turning the ship around, which puts 3 of the enemy ships in our forward arc and 1 directly in our rear arc.
Okay. Good job. Now we are in the gunnery phase.
Captain's gonna act.
Okay.
Captain's gonna turn to Kuiper and be like, Kuiper, we've been through a lot recently. Let's turn it around and put it back on them. Yeah. And we'll encourage you for 2.
Nice.
You got that, Capitan.
All right. So we got a couple things here to deal with. You're going to have a total of 4 attacks. Okay? 2 of them are free, and you can use any arc
Yeah. So those
for those 2.
the two free are going to be starboard and port, and then that'll leave
Okay.
our turret and our forward still able to fire at the ships.
Right.
All right. Well, Kuiper, since we're both gunning, you want to roll port? I'll roll starboard.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, so let's get the port side first.
Ooh, okay, so that is a 20 against AC. So
That's not going to get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Capitan.
Ziva just looks over. That's not giving them to it. What you? It's all right.
I'm
Next time.
dishonoring
Next time.
Mike's memory here.
Was that 20 with your +2?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 2 on the die.
And I rolled a 4.
So both those miss, but now you have your main things, and I would recommend using the computers for each
Right.
of these attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So which was the one that I hit earlier?
This guy right here.
The middle. Okay.
The middle one. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'll use. Do you want to fire the missile, and I'll fire the turret?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll target the middle one, and you Well, I guess we'll see if it kills it. Then we'll target another one.
Right.
All right. So
Go
turret
for
first.
it, and then I'll go after.
Okay. Computer bonus. I do not have a captain's encouragement. Ooh, 32.
That'll get it.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then, well,
We save damage to the end, so you get a little bit of a gamble here, right? You have to determine your attacks before we roll damage.
I would target another one. I think there's a decent chance I kill this one.
Which one did you target?
The middle.
Okay, you targeted the middle. Okay. Let's see. I think we did damage on the one to the.
You've only done damage on one.
Okay, all right.
Just the middle,
We've
so
only done-
take
just
your
the middle.
pick.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to target the southern one of the ones that are to our space west,
Okay.
and going to go ahead and use the other of the computer.
There you go.
Node. Okay, that is a 36 against target lock.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to roll some attacks here.
Okay.
So one of mine, the southern one, also got a free attack. So I'm going to start with that because they did have a success against the flyby with the critical. So we're going to attack with a +2 bonus with our linked plasma cannons. And that is a 36 against the AC. That's probably going to miss,
AC
though.
is 40?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Our AC is 41. And then if Zach keeps doing the evasive maneuvers, that's what, a +2 to AC and TL? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
that'd
it
be,
is.
yeah, so right now, right, and you succeeded at that, so ours is 43 right now.
All right. And then it's going to, the same ship is going to attack with its torpedo launcher. So 42 against TL.
That does hit.
Okay. All right. Then with that, I'm gonna go to the other ones. We got this one in the very back, who's going to target the aft,
All right.
and that is a 27 from that one. So that's a miss. And then we have 2 turret shots coming from the other 2 guys to the west. One of these is going to be firing with a -2 because of the... Oh, no, that would just be the plasma cannons. So... All right. A 30 against TL won't hit. And finally, here we go. Here's the last one. All right, 35 against TL. So we only have one hit here. And that's from the torpedo launcher, which is going to hit the forward arc of your ship.
All right.
So I'm going to roll that damage. It's not very much. Wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry. All right, so against your forward arc, we're looking at 32 points of damage from the torpedo. All right. And then you guys got some damage to do.
Yes.
All right, so our forward shields are at 58. Everything
Okay.
else is at full.
All right. So turret damage to the middle guy is going to be 80.
Oh, man. Okay, and so this is going to be hitting what is going to be what the starboard side.
Starboard, yeah.
I buffed weapons, so it's actually 81
81s.
because you had 1 damage die that roll a 1.
All right. So what does it take the total damage to?
81.
81.
81. All right. That is enough to blow it out of the sky.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is Dunzo.
Sweet. I gambled and succeeded.
Nice.
All right. Very nicely done. All right. What about you, John?
All
Didn't
right.
you get a hit?
Let's see here. Firing with the heavy antimatter missile launcher.
2 of them. It's 20 D10.
20 D10. Okay.
Oh my god.
We'll see you. That is gone.
So you like see this fucking reticle like on his little screen, and he's like, "Coma mierda," and he goes ahead and just presses it, like just pretty much point and click, right? And just
Holy
like blows
crap.
it out of space.
What was the damage? I don't know if you
I'm
said
going-
it out loud.
Yeah. What's the total?
123 points of damage.
I was going to say, I'm going to call you the 1, 2, 3.
Actually, it will be 128 because there was 5 ones in that.
5 ones.
The 1, 2, 8 kid doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Is it? Is
It was
it?
mostly 8s and 9s on those, though.
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, that was
Wow.
huge damage.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just blow that out of the sky.
Super mexicano.
That is the end of round 2. Let's do one more round. All right, so
We better go fast.
There was a choice?
There was a choice?
before we do the actual, we'll see you. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I planned on keeping going.
I will say at the end of this round, all of a sudden over your comms, you hear like it just happens. Like somebody basically projects into your comms, and you hear this voice. You are but a speck on the flow of time. Your lives will revive an empire that has stretched across aeons.
No.
Fel simply responds, didn't ask.
L plus ratio plus cringe plus you fell off, bro.
I don't speak that language.
You know what, Z? I'm going to give you an inspiration for that one.
Nice.
Okay, that one got
Just for studying the blade, you know?
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll a
The
D6 for
fedora,
me,
too.
buddy.
Okay, sure, man. Hey, it's a 6.
Nice, look at you. All right, so we get a personal here.
Yep.
Roll a D10. If you roll a 3, roll again.
2.
2. All right, this is from J Laptop.
What up, man?
Is it more than you bargained for yet? Don't mind me watching. You take this inspiration. Wishing that you'd roll better, please.
Wow, taking me back to
I
sophomore
was
year of high school. I appreciate
sipping
that.
my Red Bull and
Yeah.
almost spit taked when I realized what it was.
I remember sitting in front of Heath's grandmother's house in my fucking 1996 Toyota Camry blasting that album in sophomore year of high
Okay,
school,
I'm
man.
a loser. What album is that?
It would be Fallout Boy Under the Court Tree, man.
Oh, okay.
I knew it was songs, but I didn't know the melody, so.
Then you bargained for it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
90% of
Gotcha
Fallout Boy to me is just.
Totally,
I wish I could have
dude.
seen Heath's face when he did that. It was perfect.
All right,
Yes.
so
Correct.
let's get into the fleet phase here.
Okay, fleet phase, let's go.
Starting with Josh RFL, rolling that intelligence check.
Okie dokie, let's see how it does. That is 16 plus 8. So 24.
24. So that's 1 point towards station defense. All right, thick of the battle.
What is that at now?
7.
Okay.
7 on the thickums
Ticket
of
of
battle.
battle is gonna be a 28.
Nice. That's going to give you 2 points, taking it to 8.
Okay.
All
Added
right,
an extra
the
C on the
shields.
thick.
Yeah.
Ugh, only a 23.
Okay, well that takes you to 1. So that's at 8 now. So we're at 7, 8 before the Ark Prime goes. Ark Prime goes. We're going to take 1 off of the thick of the battle. We're going to take another 1 off the thick of the battle, and we're going to take another 1 off the thick of the battle.
Okay, dude.
Well, that's good though because that's keeping those other 2 high. Keeping those other 2 high. All right, so
I'm sorry. What are we at now?
We're at 7 for the station defense, 5 for the thick of the battle, and 8 for Ark Prime shields.
Okay.
All right, engineering phase. Let's go.
Before that, real quick, I think next round, try to remind me. I'll try to remind you that you might want to reallocate some of those ships to where we can help guarantee getting that plus 2 on the shields. Mm-hmm. So we can then move 7 of those to the other 2.
And also, don't forget about that captain phase to potentially lower the amount of hits that the Ark Prime can do.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think. Yeah.
Okay, you can do that at any phase. You want to just go ahead and do that now?
Yeah.
So you don't forget. All right.
Yeah.
Roll that diplomacy check.
All right, if that's a 52, and I needed a
That's so close.
35. 35.
Yeah. All right, great.
Yeah,
okay.
Captain flips on the mic to all of the ships and says, "Hey, you all heard that thing that they said, fuck them. That's stupid. Fuck them." And that's her entire speech. That's it. It's just screaming, fuck them.
A single tear rolls down Etrim's eye.
Inspirational.
Okay, great. So engineering phase, what you going to do, Josh?
I think I'm gonna try and divert some power to the shields. It's kind of disappointing how little it actually restores. So it's 5% of the PCU, which is 350. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That is a 14 on the die, so that's definitely a success.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you do the math.
I already did. It's 17.5, so I guess 17 points.
Round it up.
18 points.
Yep.
All right, so that'd be plus 58. So we were at 76 on the forward arc.
Okay. Great. All right, let's roll those piloting checks for the helm phase initiative.
Roger that. Oh, here, let me just roll it on the damn.
Yeah, you're going to need to do it on that.
Natural 20 with a 51.
Whoa.
52, actually.
Yeah, 52, actually. All right, so, I think we're just going to try to evade. Both ships are going to try to evade. One is going to turn itself around. So it's facing the Epic Tracer. And then you can evade as part of that movement, correct?
If you roll,
If I succeed at the function.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
I mean, evading is just giving you a bonus to your
Right.
AC and TL. You move your normal speed.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Isaac. Well, so is this against the enemy? No, it's against your starship. So I've succeeded at that. All right, let's roll again for the other one. All right, so 2 evasions. So they're fighting defensively at this point. Orin, you're up.
Okay. I'm just going to evade.
All right.
Natural 16, that's going to get
You
it.
got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
No, you can turn it around.
Oh, man.
As Zach proceeds to draw out a path of turning the tracer around.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
So-
got to face a flat side.
Shit, man. There you go.
All right.
Okay,
Shit.
so we just flipped it around to put both ships, relatively close, relatively, one is in our forward arc, one is in our
Port.
port arc, yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's get to that gunnery phase here. I'll start. So I think for me, I can fire No, I'm going to miss. So this is going to be a starboard side, which I don't have. So we're going to just do a turret shot at the Epic Tracer. All right. Well, that's a 19 on the die, taking it to a 44 against the TL. So that's going to hit. I do think I can get you with the forward arc of the other one. So I will do that. All right. We're 41 against AC.
Did you do evasive, Zach?
He did.
Then we've got a 43 AC.
Bro.
Get fucked.
I hate it. All right. And the Tracer can go ahead and get their shot.
All right, so you got forward and turret, Ezetrum?
No, I am using the turret, and you'll use the forward missile.
Yep.
Yep. And we'll
I
split
was
it, 'cause
thinking
if
of
you
doing
hit
like
with
you
that
doing a
missile, it's
broadside
gonna
or
blow
some
it
crap.
out of the sky.
Okay.
No, just let's keep our bonuses
yeah,
high.
cool.
You know. Right. All right. So, turret to the port action.
All right. So you're doing the one that's to space southeast.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
37.
That's going to get it.
All right.
Yep.
Now, John, with the big boy nukes.
Let's see if we get this. And did anybody
You
use
have a
computer
computers.
bonus?
You
Okay.
have, you have a computers. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's a 16 on the die for 41 against target lock.
That's going to
Nice.
get it.
Yes, it is.
So that's 2 hits from you guys, one on each of the ships. I'll tell you, I got 15 points of damage on your port side.
The one that is on the port side has taken 15.
So this one right here, right? It's the one that I'm
No,
circling.
the one, yes, that one hit your port
okay.
side
Yeah.
for 15. All right, and that's all the damage that I got.
All
Let's
right.
get your damage. Let's start with
Yeah, that's what I was
with
going to
the
do.
turret
Save
damage.
the big
All right.
numbers for last.
Yeah, you're right.
Alrighty. Turret. It's pumping out 76. Do we have the bonus where ones get changed into twos? Okay, so then it is
Not this time, no.
76.
I pumped some back into our shields.
All right, so that is going to be hitting
Looks like they're
what
forward.
side?
Or you could go forward
Yeah,
or starboard, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. It doesn't matter. You
They haven't
choose.
taken
Which
damage
one do you want?
prior to this. Oh, the starboard's fine.
All right. So you did a total of 76. You wipe out their shields and then do 26 points of damage to their hull, which is going to be 3 critical thresholds.
Oh, yes.
So roll 3
All
D100s.
right. The D100 game today is something else. All right, first one. 18.
18. See, that's going to be the core, the life support, rather, not the
Okay,
core.
so wasted roll. All right, the second one. 34.
Oh, I'm sorry. 18 is going to actually be the sensors, also a wasted
Okay.
roll, but.
Good to know the context of that wasted roll, though. So,
right.
so 34 was the second. Yeah.
34 is a weapons array, so roll a D4
Okay.
to see which one.
So the Inubrix weapons, it's not if you score a critical hit, it's if you do critical damage. So he's got
right,
the
so
20% chance to do a second tier or second level of damage to
All right,
it.
let's take these 3 first, and then let's see if you get another one. So what'd you get on that
2.
D4? 2. So the port side weapons are glitching, which they don't have. But anyway, roll another
So
D100.
none of their weapons are glitching?
Well, they just don't have anything in their port side.
So that was wasted too? That blows. All right. 91.
So that will be the power core.
Yay! They definitely got one of those.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but it's in the
right,
aft,
and then
so,
roll-
forward. You don't get anything for your 3D100s.
Then roll another D100 to see if you can get another D100. So you're trying to get 20 or below.
Okay. 56.
All right, so that's that. All right, John.
All right, let's see. I'm going to put some good juju on this. And Kuiper says, there may be no revenge that brings catharsis on, but this feels pretty damn good. And he's going to damage the fuck out of this one to our space weapon
Holy Christmas.
for 108
What?
points.
Okay. Yeah, you destroy it.
Yay! I was so sad
I
that
think
you
I just feel like it's just a big red button he just
Yeah,
presses.
I mean,
That's all
it is.
you know?
We've
Just like, all right,
established
it's
in
the kill.
canon
Yeah.
for Mike's convenience.
Yeah.
It's a big
Yeah.
red button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Push to kill. You know?
Yeah, all right. Well, that is 3 out of 4 of the interceptors destroyed. 1 is almost gone. Looking pretty good. That is the end of this round. And I think we're going to do a We'll See You here and continue this next episode.
Later, gator.
We'll see you.